This is Dr. Campbell. Today I want to talk about how can school leaders avoid student fundraising, racism, censorship. You see, controversial student fundraising activities are causing humiliation for school leaders across the nation. For decades, students have been afforded the enjoyment of defraying graduation costs, which may soon come to a halt unless there is administrative work completed behind the scenes. Many of the student fundraising activities could have an implication of racism for which school leaders will need to complete a symbolic evaluation before approval. Now, I was reading this article titled "Racism in Schools, California Principal Cancels Auction After Student Compares it to Slavery." And you see, the student fundraising event came to a screeching halt due to the implications of racism. A Northern California high school has decided to eliminate an annual student fundraising activity due to its implications associated with racism. A John F. Kennedy High School African American senior reminded the school leaders that the activity is racist. Now, the senior said auctioning off a human is all around wrong. Sacramento is one of the top cities for human trafficking, and by doing this, you're encouraging and supporting a price on a human being. End of quote. And then he continued by stating, "We are not property or objects. Putting a price on someone's worth is wrong. Students should be taught to have respect and value." End of quote. Now, another reason for protesting the student fundraising activity was that it is held in February, which is Black History Month. This is a quote. "My ancestors fought for freedom, fought not to be enslaved, sold, or separated from their family. Not only that, people are making jokes saying, 'Oh yeah, hey look, I just bought 2 slaves, which is not okay,'" said the student. Now, the student fundraising activity raises money to help pay for the senior ball. In response to the student's complaint, Principal David Van Natten announced that the student event was canceled. So, why is it culturally insensitive for the Sacramento School Board to allow the student fundraising activities associated with racism? Now, they had to cancel it. So the main reason for canceling the fundraising event is to eliminate the perception of racism. The Sacramento School District student population is 37.1% Hispanic, 17.4% Asian, 17.7% African American, and 18.8% white. About 3% of those students are 2 or more races. Now, even though students and parents could use the financial help with the graduation costs, as well as the businesses that were involved would prosper, continuing with this student fundraising activity will only validate the perception of blacks and their parents. For example, when incorporating students into a marginalized society by slavery, conquest, and colonization, students believe school is detrimental to their identity. Blacks, Mexicans, and Puerto Ricans are case-like immigrants who were involuntarily incorporated into the United States. Involuntary minorities, such as blacks, are not willing to perform well in school due to difficulty with crossing cultural lines. Now, school leaders can avoid the embarrassment associated with student fundraising activities that have an implication of racism by conducting what I am calling a symbolic evaluation. A symbolic evaluation helps to interpret and illuminate the meanings and beliefs associated with schools' symbols. Now, school leaders can follow the following steps as they prepare for future fundraising activities. The first thing you want to look at is, what is the history of the activity? What are the core values? Third, do the core values parallel the vision of the school? Fourth, do the core values parallel the vision of the school district? 5, has the school allowed for input from the community? 6, what is the pattern for the activity? And 7, are there any individuals or groups who gain the most power from the activity? School leaders, you can avoid any embarrassment associated with student fundraising activities just by completing this symbolic evaluation. Now, this is Dr. Campbell. You can listen to other videos that we have. You can go to my website, which is www.positiveracialrelationships.com. Of course, if you want to talk about it, you can call me on my direct line, 856-566-3267. Have a great day, and thank you very much.
Yeah. Be sure to check out positiveracialrelationships.com. Check it. Look, pull your pencils out, class is in session. Let's focus on loving our neighbor without a question. Visit positiveracialrelationships.com. Leading classrooms together like a marriage bond. Kick racism out, that ain't what life's about. For more information, check the website out. Yeah.